They said he was the strongest, the most disciplined, unshakable, but on one stormy afternoon, his legs trembled, the sky wept, and something inside gave out. The moment was caught on camera, but what no one knew was what led to it. The Royal Guards are known for their silence, their stillness, their loyalty, but even the strongest have limits. This is the tragic story of Corporal Louis Granger, a man whose sense of duty pushed him beyond the point of return, a soldier who stood for everyone else until he had nothing left to stand on. Louis was the kind of guard legends were made of. He joined the regiment at 19, rose through the ranks with perfect conduct, never missed a shift, never broke formation. His secret? Discipline, fueled by pain. 3 years before his final shift, Louis lost his wife, Clara, in a car accident. They had just gotten married. She was on her way to surprise him during his break at Wellington Barracks. But she never arrived. Instead of taking leave, Louis buried himself in service. He worked overtime, took extra shifts. Guarding felt like the only thing he could control. To the public, he was a model soldier, but inside, he was breaking. Then came November 3rd, 2022. His schedule was routine. Post 6, afternoon shift, duration 2 hours. But that day, dark clouds rolled in, the temperature dropped, and by 3:20 p.m., the rain hit. Hard. Tourists scattered under umbrellas, but the guards stayed. Corporal Granger held his position, chin high, posture flawless.
Slow down in the
But those close
horse
enough could see it. His jaw clenched, his eyes dimmed. He hadn't eaten that morning. He hadn't slept the night before. He had visited Clara's grave and written her a letter. One line stood out: "If today is the day I fall, I hope you'll catch me." At 3:37 p.m., lightning flashed. Thunder echoed through the streets. The rain intensified. Louis's boots began to slip on the marble, but he adjusted, gripped harder, kept going. Tourists recorded him. One said, "Look at this guy, unbelievable commitment." They didn't know what it was costing him. By 3:42 p.m., his knees began to tremble. Not from fear, not from cold, from exhaustion. A fellow guard, noticing the wobble, silently signaled a sergeant. But by protocol, unless a guard collapses or breaks formation, replacement isn't allowed, so he remained. By 3:50 p.m., Louis began swaying slightly, and then it happened. He looked up. Raindrops ran down his face. His lips moved, barely, whispers. A few tourists thought he was praying, and then his legs gave in. Like a building folding under its own weight, Louis sank. One knee hit the ground, then the other. His head bowed. His bearskin hat slid forward, hiding his face. But he didn't collapse. He knelt. It was a posture no one had ever seen from a Royal Guard. Not slumped, not fainted. A kneel. Voluntary. Deliberate. The crowd went silent. Even the guards froze. Then, without command, Sergeant Harris broke formation, ran to Louis, removed his rifle, lifted him gently by the arms. Protocol shattered, but humanity restored. Louis was rushed to the infirmary. His vitals were erratic, pulse elevated, blood pressure dangerously low. Diagnosis: nervous exhaustion, mental fatigue, complicated by grief and extreme weather exposure. Doctors said he didn't faint, he surrendered. The military considered disciplinary action, but public pressure exploded. The video of his kneeling went viral. Millions viewed it. Titled, "Royal Guard Kneels in Rain, the truth behind the moment will break you." Comments poured in. This wasn't weakness, it was bravery. Let these men be human again. He honored his pain the only way he knew how. Louis, in recovery, finally spoke. In an emotional statement, he said, "I didn't fall that day. I finally let go of guilt, of fear. I knelt because it was the first time I allowed myself to break. 2 weeks later, he resigned from active duty. But his story sparked major change. New wellness checks were introduced, mental health protocols improved, and guards were finally given silent opt-out signals if feeling unwell during formation. Lewis moved to the countryside. He now writes letters to guards in training. His first line, "It's okay to stand tall, but never forget you're allowed to kneel." What the world saw was a man kneeling in the rain. What they didn't see was the years of grief that led to that moment. The pressure, the silence, the invisible war inside the uniform. Lewis didn't fail his duty. He reminded us what real strength looks like.
Okay, you stand here for your one photo for yourself. 就係影佢一個。Actually, can you go a bit closer? Możemy pójść. Co? Ty? Ej. Można było kolonię 이거 필요 먹고 가봐요. 너무 거라까 필요 써다 쓰면서 그래 이거 너무 상황보다 뭔가 채널 하네요.
퇴직了，超退境了。不能错过这里。来。 On the white line, please. Okay. 对不起，我拍不到。我拍，是你的了。我不知道，那点很紧张的，很紧张。我跟你说这个为啥？啥？好了吧 ？OK。左右，他们已经过水了，这个
If you felt this story, imagine how many more are still untold behind the palace gates. Every salute has a story, and we're here to share them. Click subscribe now and join us so you never miss the next chapter of the Royal Guard's silent lives.